The 2025 NBA draft is almost here, and we have had a lot of shakeup inside the top 10 with some new risers and surprising fallers compared to our previous mocks. But before we begin, if you enjoy the content, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into it. And with the first pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg, who has a high motor and is a two-way forward from Duke who fits perfectly in their two-timeline strategy. Flagg is an elite prospect on both ends of the floor, bringing relentless hustle, vocal leadership, and the ability to guard all five positions. Offensively, he's a three-level scorer with playmaking upside, capable of running pick and rolls and spacing the floor with a smooth jumper. His versatility allows him to thrive on and off the ball, making him a seamless fit next to stars like Anthony Davis and eventually Kyrie. And Flagg's all-around game, maturity, and leadership make him one of the safest number one picks in recent memory. With the second pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper, who is the draft's clear-cut second-best prospect. Despite some fit concerns alongside De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle, Harper's talent is simply too good to pass up on. At 6'6", Harper is a strong, crafty lead guard who thrives attacking the rim with elite touch, body control, and physicality. He plays at his own pace, showcasing poise in pick and rolls and sharp playmaking instincts. Harper also flashed promising spot-up shooting and has the size and smarts to develop into a solid defender at the next level. The biggest question marks are his shaky jumper at times and limited bursts, but the expectation is that he will be able to grow in both of those areas. Harper gives San Antonio a powerful offensive engine to help build around for their future with Victor Wembanyama. With the third pick, the Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe, an explosive, high-energy wing who brings elite athleticism, defensive quickness, and an emerging shooter to a roster filled with perimeter scorers. Edgecombe impressed Philly's front office during private workouts, and his fit alongside Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Jared McCain could create a dynamic two-way lineup. He's a powerful slasher who thrives in transition, a strong spot-up shooter with upside off movement, and a feisty on-ball defender. His energy and effort make him a perfect glue guy with star potential if his scoring continues to develop. And while his shot creation and off-the-dribble jumper are still raw, the Sixers are betting on his upside athletic tools and versatility to thrive in a complementary role early and grow into more later on. With the fourth pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Trey Johnson out of Texas, who is a dynamic shot maker who fits their need for perimeter scoring. Johnson lit it up as a freshman in the SEC, showcasing a polished offensive game both on and off the ball. He shot an impressive 52% off screens and brings elite movement shooting that will help a Hornets team that ranked 28th in three-point percentage. Johnson's creativity as a scorer, whether it's with his step-backs, spot-ups, or post fadeaways, are all already NBA ready. He also flashes point guard upside with solid vision and quick decision-making in the pick and roll. While his defense and finishing at the rim do need some work, his clutch shot-making, confidence, and the love for the game make him a high upside addition to Charlotte's young core. With the fifth pick, the Utah Jazz select Con Knippel, a polished and high IQ wing who fits perfectly alongside Utah's young core. With Keontae George in place as the future lead guard and plenty of size already on the roster, Knippel gives the Jazz a lethal shooter and a versatile offensive piece. He's one of the best catch-and-shoot threats in the draft, showcasing deep range, a quick release, and elite off-ball movement. Beyond his shooting, Knippel adds secondary playmaking and crafty interior scoring with strong footwork and feel. He's not an elite athlete and may struggle defensively early on, but his combination of floor spacing, decision-making, and toughness makes him a plug-and-play prospect who can contribute immediately and develop into a long-term starter. With the sixth pick, the Washington Wizards select Ace Bailey, a high upside wing with explosive scoring talent and elite athleticism. At just 18 years old, Bailey showed flashes of future stardom with multiple 30-point performances against top Big Ten competition. He's a natural shot maker with a smooth pull-up jumper, a feathery touch on floaters, and the length to shoot over defenders from anywhere on the court. His athleticism pops in transition and cutting situations, and he's shown promising versatility as an off-ball threat. Pairing Bailey with Alex Sarr and Bub Carrington gives the Wizards a dynamic trio of young talent, and while Bailey needs to refine his ball handling, gain more strength, and his decision-making is in question, his scoring instincts, energy, and potential make him a perfect swing at stardom for Washington. With the 7th pick, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jeremiah Fears, a twitchy, high upside guard who brings dynamic shot creation and playmaking to a team in need of backcourt reinforcements. With CJ McCollum nearing the end of his contract and DeJounte Murray recovering from injury, Fears offers a future league guard option with star potential. He's an electric ball handler with elite quickness, deceptive pacing, and clutch shot-making ability. And while his decision-making and jumper are still continuing to develop, Fear's ability to attack off the dribble, create in the pick and roll, and perform under pressure gives him serious upsides. He's undersized and needs to improve his strength and perimeter shooting, but his strong finish at Oklahoma showed flashes of a player who could eventually take over games at the NBA level. With the 8th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Kamam Malawach, a raw but high upside big man with elite physical tools and a tremendous motor. One of the youngest players in the draft, Malawach brings massive defensive potential with his shot blocking, mobility, and ability to anchor the paint. He sprints the floor, catches lobs, and plays with relentless energy, and while his offensive game is still developing, he shows flashes of touch and has a strong free throw foundation that hints at a future shooting potential. The Nets are betting on his upside and character, especially with the clear drop-off in talent after this year, and though he's still learning the game and needs polish in screening, positioning, and decision-making, Malawach has all the tools to grow into a long-term starting center. With the 9th pick, the Toronto Raptors select Noah Asingay, a long, athletic forward with two-way versatility and major growth potential. Still just 18, Asingay has impressed with his fluidity, motor, and ability to contribute in a pro setting overseas. He's a dynamic finisher, capable of Euro steps, spin moves, and emphatic dunks, while also flashing passing feel and defensive versatility that fits Toronto's switch-heavy style. His jumper is still a work in progress, but steady improvement suggests more upside as a face-up scorer, and for a rebuilding team like the Raptors, Asingay's raw tools and high ceiling make him a worthwhile investment, and if the shot comes around, Toronto could be landing a future star with this pick, and if not, his defense will carry him as well. With the 10th pick, the Houston Rockets select Carter Bryant, a versatile forward known for his defensive potential and strong shooting touch. Bryant's athleticism and length make him a promising switchable defender, able to guard multiple positions, which is a perfect fit for today's NBA. Offensively, he excels as a spot-up shooter with a smooth release and showed a hot streak late in college, shooting over 45% from 3 in his final games. Bryant is also a smart cutter, contributing without the ball by crashing boards and finishing lobs. While his shot creation and ball handling remain raw, his skill set and motor make him a solid role player with upside, and Houston's focus on adding a versatile, floor spacing defender with offensive upside explains their choice at number 10 if they make this pick. With the 11th pick, the Portland Trailblazers select Kasparas Yakushonis, adding a creative, unselfish guard who can boost ball movement alongside scorers like Scoot Henderson and Shaedon Sharpe. Yakushonis thrives in pick and roll situations, using his size and vision to find teammates and make smart plays. He's a crafty and versatile 3-level scorer who finishes at the rim, has a solid mid-range shooting, and a developing 3-point shot. His consistent free throw shooting and effort, like diving for loose balls and crashing the boards, shows his competitive nature, and Portland would value his ability to facilitate offense and complement their dynamic backcourt that they already have. However, Yakushonis needs to improve his decision-making and strength, as turnovers and defensive lapses can be problematic for him, especially against quicker, stronger opponents, but he still brings a lot of upside to the table. With the 12th pick, the Chicago Bulls select Asa Newell, adding an explosive, versatile defender with impressive mobility and energy. Newell's athleticism shines through his rim protection and ability to switch on perimeter defense, making him a valuable asset in today's switch-heavy NBA. Offensively, he's a dynamic finisher around the rim with soft hands and shows flashes of developing jumper potential. His ability to stretch the floor with threes and free throws adds to his upside, and Chicago would value his hustle, defensive versatility, and ability to run the floor and transition. However, Newell needs to improve his passing and defensive discipline, as careless mistakes and missed rotations occasionally hurt his impact. Additionally, his shooting consistency remains a work in progress, which will be key for his floor spacing role. With the 13th pick, the Atlanta Hawks select Derek Queen, adding the most skilled big man in this class. Queen's unique blend of guard-like ball handling, crafty finishing, and playmaking sets him apart from other bigs. He's a strong, versatile scorer who excels in the pick and rolls, post moves, and rebounding. His ability to create his own shot and make highlight reel passes could complement Trae Young's style perfectly. Defensively, Queen can show some promise as a perimeter switcher, though his rim protection and athleticism are limited. The Hawks are banking on his offensive upside and feel for the game with this pick, despite his inconsistent effort and slow, unpolished jumper right now. But if his shooting improves, Queen could become a dynamic offensive weapon for Atlanta. With the 14th pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Thomas Sorber and would value his strong physical frame and throwback skill set. Sorber excels in rim finishing with soft hands, solid footwork, and has a reliable post game. His high basketball IQ shows through smart passing and effective interior defense, using his length to protect the rim and disrupt passing lanes. Though his three-point shooting is limited now, there's potential for growth there, and early on, he'll be a valuable front-court depth piece, providing toughness and ball movement. Concerns include his perimeter quickness against the stretch bigs and limited athleticism. Plus, he also had a recent foot injury that could slow his development, but the Spurs would see him as a long-term, versatile big man to play alongside Victor Wembanyama. With the 15th pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Yegor Dimon, drawn by his exceptional playmaking and court vision for a 6'9" forward. Dimon excels at reading defenses, delivering precise, creative passes that set up teams perfectly. His off-ball movement and basketball IQ fit well with OKC's motion offense, and his defensive versatility can add some value. However, his shooting is a clear weakness, with struggles on free throws and jumpers, and his shot creation needs significant improvement as well. But despite those concerns, the Thunder could see Dimon as a high IQ, pass-first player who can spark their offense and grow into a versatile contributor. With the 16th pick, the Memphis Grizzlies select Nick Clifford and would value his versatile, NBA-ready skill set. Clifford is a tough, switchable defender who can guard multiple positions and crash the boards like a bigger player. Offensively, he's a confident shooter, hitting nearly 39% on catch-and-shoot threes, and an effective at-the-rim finisher with good playmaking instincts. His experience as a super senior gives him maturity and readiness to contribute right away. The main concerns are his age, as he'll be 24 as a rookie in the NBA, and the lower level of college competition faced in the Mountain West. But still, Clifford's all-around game fits well with Memphis's need for versatile wings. With the 17th pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Rasheer Fleming, targeting him for his unique physical tools and shooting upside. Standing at 6'8" with a massive 7'5" wingspan, Fleming offers elite defensive versatility, averaging 1.5 blocks and 1.5 steals per game last season. Offensively, he's a reliable spot-up shooter for a big, hitting 39% from three, and a strong finisher at the rim. Fleming's hustle, smart off-ball movement, and rebounding make him an ideal role player for Minnesota's aging front court. His weaknesses include limited shot creation and struggles with contested shooting, but his length and improvement trajectory suggests solid rotational potential in the right system. With the 18th pick, the Washington Wizards select Colin Murray Boyles, valuing his elite defensive versatility and physicality. With a thick frame and a wingspan over 7 feet, Murray Boyles is a lockdown defender who can guard multiple positions and disrupt offenses with his quick hands and timing. He's also a strong rebounder and a skilled post playmaker capable of setting screens and making accurate passes. Offensively, he's a powerful finisher with a soft touch around the rim, but the main concerns are his lack of shooting ability and his tweener size, which could limit his role unless he improves his shooting and adapts defensively. But still, his defensive impact makes him a valuable gamble at this spot. With the 19th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Nolan Traore, who is a dynamic guard that can help fill their backcourt needs. Traore's blazing speed and quickness make him a threat to attack the rim and push the pace in transition at any time. He's a skilled playmaker with a creative passing ability that could thrive in multiple pick and roll situations. His recent shooting improvements, as he's shooting nearly 40% from 3 and 80% from the free throw line, show promise for his offensive growth. However, decision-making and that shooting consistency remain concerns by scouts, and his defense does need some serious work, but Traore's athletic upside makes him a worthy gamble for Brooklyn's rebuild. With the 20th pick, the Miami Heat select Cedric Coward, a versatile 3-and-D wing to help bolster their roster. Coward's combination of size, length, and athleticism allow him to defend multiple positions effectively while crashing the boards aggressively. He's a reliable shooter, making nearly 39% from 3. With smooth footwork and potential as an off-the-dribble scorer, Coward's high basketball IQ and solid passing add to his value as a dependable secondary playmaker. However, his limited experience due to injury and need to add strength to maximize his defensive impact are concerns, but his rapid development and skill set could fit well with Miami's system. With the 21st pick, the Utah Jazz select Liam McNeely, seeking a sharp-shooting wing to boost their spacing and ball movement. At 6'7", McNeely excels in spot-up shooting situations, knocking down 37% off catch-and-shoot threes and constantly moving off the ball to create open looks. His scoring upside showed in a 38-point game this past season, and his connective playmaking adds value as a secondary passer in pick-and-roll sets. However, his shot creation and off-the-dribble shooting remain limited due to a loose handle and below-average athleticism, but his skills fit well as a complementary scorer in a team with strong playmakers and could develop with the Utah Jazz. With the 22nd pick, the Atlanta Hawks select Will Riley and will be attracted by his versatile scoring and playmaking ability as a 6'8" wing. Riley's strong driving game and crafty shot creation stand out, complemented by flashes of dynamic passing and smart decision-making. His off-ball movement and timing on his cuts add to his offensive appeal, making him a potential weapon in pick-and-roll and off-screen situations. Riley's shooting, though, remains streaky, with a 32.5% three-point mark this past season, and his skinny frame and defensive fundamentals do raise some concerns about his ability to contain stronger, quicker opponents, but his skill set offers promising upside for Atlanta's wing rotation. With the 23rd pick, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jace Richardson out of Michigan State, and they would be drawn to his polished combo guard skills and high basketball IQ. Richardson excels as a mid-range scorer with a soft touch on floaters and fadeaways, and he's a reliable 40% three-point shooter. His patient pick-and-roll playmaking and tenacious defense add value, making him a versatile role player who can fit seamlessly alongside star teammates. However, he does lack ideal size on defense and isn't yet a true lead guard, but his hustle, decision-making, and scoring within the flow of the offense make him a smart, low-risk pick for the Pelicans' backcourt depth. With the 24th pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Joanne Behringer, as he has a rare blend of size and guard-like quickness despite only playing basketball for 3 years so far. At 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, Behringer offers elite defensive versatility and is able to guard multiple positions and protect the rim with his athleticism and length. Offensively, he's a powerful finisher and a lob threat who moves well in transition. And though he still is thin and raw and has loose handles, his upside as a switchable defender and a dynamic rim runner fits the Thunder's rebuild, projecting as a long-term, high-upside center with growth potential. With the 25th pick, the Orlando Magic select Maxime Reynaud, a 7'1" center known for his rare ability to stretch the floor. Reynaud's solid 35% three-point shooting and fluid ball handling make him a valuable spacing option on the front court, fitting the Magic's need for shooters. He's a strong passer with good rebounding instincts and effective rim protection thanks to his length and positioning. And though he's still developing his mid-range game and sometimes is too loose with the ball control in traffic, Reynaud's steady improvement and versatile skill set give him a promising NBA role as a modern stretch big. With the 26th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Hugo Gonzalez, a high upside wing from Real Madrid with elite defensive potential and slashing ability. Gonzalez brings non-stop energy, great athleticism, and the tools to guard multiple positions, and though he had limited playing time overseas this past season, his defensive awareness and motor make him an intriguing project. Offensively, he's a strong finisher with flashes of pick and roll creation and shows a promising shooting touch, and while his handle and overall shot creation do need some work, the Nets can afford to be patient with his development as his two-way upside is huge and could show during their rebuilding process. With the 27th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Danny Wolf out of Michigan, who is a 7-foot big man with rare offensive versatility and playmaking instincts. Wolf is a unique prospect who thrives facing the basket, handling the ball, and passing like a guard, skills that make him a potential mismatch weapon in the modern NBA. His feel for the game and creativity are hard to find at his size, and he plays with consistent energy. While questions remain about his shooting consistency and defensive mobility, the Nets are betting on his upside as a skilled, high IQ forward center who could stretch the floor and create offense in spurts. With the 28th pick, the Boston Celtics select Drake Powell, a versatile wing from North Carolina who brings elite defensive upside and high-level effort. With Jason Tatum recovering from injury, the Celtics add a switchable, high-motor defender who can guard 1 through 4, crash the glass, and finish strong at the rim. Powell also shot over 40% on catch-and-shoot threes this past season, showing promise as a floor spacer, and while he's not a shot creator necessarily and didn't rack up many defensive stats, his feel for the game, athleticism, and willingness to play a defined role make him a smart long-term investment for Boston's wing depth. With the 29th pick, the Phoenix Suns select Walter Clayton Jr. out of Florida, who is a fearless shot maker who lit it up in the NCAA tournament while leading Florida to their national title. And as the Suns aim to retool their roster and manage a tight salary cap, Clayton offers immediate bench scoring on a rookie deal. He's one of the best pure shooters in this class, capable of hitting tough threes off the dribble, off movement, and in clutch moments. While his defense and decision-making are concerns, his confidence, deep shooting range, and ability to create his own shot make him an exciting spark plug scorer for Phoenix. With the 30th pick, the Los Angeles Clippers select Noah Pinda, a versatile forward with elite feel for the game and a winning mentality. With their high payroll, the Clippers value a cost-controlled rookie who can contribute right away with this pick, and Pinda's playmaking, switchable defense, and unselfish approach make him a seamless fit next to their stars. He can pass from multiple spots on the floor, defend multiple positions, and impact winning with hustle plays and smart decisions. And his jumper and limited explosiveness are concerns, but his high IQ and all-around role player skills give him a strong long-term value as a connected piece for the Clippers. And before we jump into the second round of our mock, if you've enjoyed the content, please make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into it. With the 31st pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Ben Seraph, a crafty 6'6" lefty guard. Minnesota needs backcourt depth, and Seraph brings advanced pick-and-roll playmaking, positional size, and a polished mid-range game that gives him real offensive value. He's a smooth operator who uses footwork, fakes, and body control to score and pass with poise well beyond his years. While questions remain about his three-point shooting consistency and defensive upside due to limited athleticism, Saraff's feel for the game and size at the guard spot make him a high upside swing early in the second round. With the 32nd pick, the Boston Celtics select Ryan Kalkbrenner, a 7'1" rim-protecting center out of Creighton. The Celtics add a dependable big who excels at finishing around the basket, swatting shots, and setting bone-crushing screens with this pick, and Kalkbrenner brings a veteran's polish with elite shot-blocking instincts and a sneaky passing ability out of short rolls. And while he's not switchable on defense necessarily, and isn't a high-level rebounder for his size, his soft shooting touch and growing three-point range hint at an untapped potential. And for a team needing interior depth like the Celtics and defensive reliability, Kalkbrenner offers a high-floor, low-risk option with upside if the jumper continues to develop. With the 33rd pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Yannick Conan Niederhauser, a raw but explosive 7-footer with elite athleticism and two-way upside. Conan Niederhauser lives above the rim as a lob threat and shot blocker, while flashing impressive footwork and slashing ability for a player at his size. His smooth shooting touch around the basket hints at potential shooting growth further out, and his standout performance at the NBA Combine boosted his stock. And while his fundamentals and passing neared serious refinement, Charlotte takes a swing on a long-term upside with this pick, with a high motor big who could develop into a versatile modern forward with proper seasoning. With the 34th pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Adu Thiero out of Arkansas, and he's a high motor wing with elite physical tools and defensive upside. Thiero brings a jacked frame, explosive first step, and transition ability that makes him a dangerous slasher and play finisher. He's also a versatile defender with a 7-foot wingspan and the lateral quickness to guard multiple positions. And while his shooting is definitely a major concern, shooting just 28.5% from 3 in college, his improved inside scoring and occasional passing flashes make him an intriguing development project, and if the shot ever comes around, Thiero could become a valuable 3-and-D contributor on the wing. With the 35th pick, the Philadelphia 76ers select Alex Tui, a versatile Australian forward who brings toughness, unselfishness, and defensive grit. Tui impressed scouts in Chicago with his improved shooting and ability to impact the game as a stretch 4 or big wing. He's a smart, high IQ passer who thrives in transition and makes winning plays without needing the ball. And defensively, he's a battler down low who can also guard multiple positions with physicality. While his jumper is still developing, shooting just 28% from 3, his cutting, slashing, and playmaking make him a strong fit as a connective role player in Philly's evolving rotation. With the 36th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Jameer Watkins out of Florida State, who's a 6'7" wing known for his versatility, playmaking, and defensive intensity. Watkins brings a rare mix of size and ball handling, capable of initiating offenses, running pick and rolls, and creating off the bounce. Defensively, he fits Brooklyn's switch-heavy scheme with his ability to guard multiple positions and disrupt passing lanes. And his jumper needs to be finished and needs some refining. He shot just 32.5% from 3 and struggled with layup efficiency last season. But the physical tools and two-way upside make him a valuable second-round addition with immediate defensive impact and long-term rotational potential. With the 37th pick, the Detroit Pistons select Tyrese Proctor, a savvy 6'5" combo guard from Duke. Proctor brings high-level feel as a passer and has developed into a reliable perimeter scorer, making 37% of his catch-and-shoot threes and over 40% off the dribble. His improvement each season show he's trending in the right direction, and his length and effort make him a strong on-ball defender. While he lacks elite explosiveness and struggles to finish at the rim at times, Proctor's IQ, vision, and two-way upside make him a smart value pick for a Pistons team seeking playmaking depth and shooting. With the 38th pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Chaz Lanier out of Tennessee, a sharpshooting guard who fills a major need for floor spacing. Lanier proved he could score at a high level, knocking down threes off movement, handoffs, and tough contests. His quick release and deep range make him a constant threat without needing the ball in his hands, and while he's a bit undersized at 6'4" and doesn't offer much as a playmaker or defender, Lanier's elite shot making makes him a valuable weapon off the bench for a Spurs team craving some perimeter shooting. With the 39th pick, the Toronto Raptors select Bogoljub Markovic, a 6'11 modern stretch forward with intriguing offensive versatility. Markovic can space the floor with his smooth jumper, hitting nearly 40% off his catch and shoot threes, while also scoring in the post with either hand and making smart reads as a passer. He brings great effort on defense and has the mobility to potentially switch across positions, and while his thin frame and loose handle present concerns, his skill set and offensive feel make him a high upside second-round pick for the Raptors, focused on developing versatile frontcourt talent. With the 40th pick, the Washington Wizards select Hansen Yang, a 7-foot center from China known for his old-school post scoring, sharp passing, and strong rebounding. Yang brings excellent touch around the basket and can facilitate offense out of the high post, making him a high-value playmaking big. He also dominated the glass and protected the rim effectively in the CBA. While there are concerns about his foot speed, perimeter defense, and limited shooting range, the Wizards would be taking a swing on a skilled, high IQ big who can serve as a reliable backup center if he adjusts to the NBA pace and athleticism. With the 41st pick, the Golden State Warriors select Kobe Brea, a 6'7 sharpshooter from Dayton who fits perfectly into their need for perimeter scoring. Brea is one of the best pure shooters in this draft, knocking down over 43% of his threes across 5 seasons in college with deep range, quick release, and a great footwork off movement. He also makes smart passes within the flow of the offense and has solid size for a wing. And while questions remain about his athleticism and defensive mobility, the Warriors would be betting on his elite shooting translating into immediate floor spacing value off the bench for them. With the 42nd pick, the Sacramento Kings select Cam Jones, a crafty combo guard from Marquette. Jones brings advanced shot creation, polished ball handling, and a strong scoring feel, giving Sacramento another dynamic option in their backcourt, especially useful if the roster changes are coming this summer like we expect. He's a proven pick-and-roll operator with solid playmaking instincts and a smooth floater game around the rim. Defensively, he competes with toughness and energy, and while his athleticism isn't necessarily elite and his free throw shooting has raised some questions about long-term consistency, his veteran polish, offensive versatility, and a hunger to make plays give him a real rotation potential at the next level. With the 43rd pick, the Utah Jazz select Janiah Broome, a seasoned big man who brings physicality, toughness, and a high motor. Broome is an elite interior finisher with crafty footwork, a soft touch, and a knack for scoring through contact. He adds value as a shot blocker and vocal defensive anchor, plus his savvy passing out of the post make him a great fit in Utah's ball-moving system. His three-point shot and switchability remain works in progress. Also, his rebounding and toughness and feel for the game would give the Jazz a ready-made contributor with potential to grow into a valuable rotational piece. With the 44th pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Kobe Sanders, a skilled 6'7 wing who brings poise, playmaking, and 3-level scoring to the table. Sanders impressed as a point forward at Nevada, averaging nearly 16 points and 4.5 assists, while showcasing a smooth pull-up game and high basketball IQ. His ability to handle the ball in a pick and roll and make smart decisions fits perfectly with OKC's pace and space style, and while he lacks elite athleticism and lateral quickness, his feel for the game, shot making, and mature approach give the Thunder a versatile offensive weapon and another steady bench contributor. With the 45th pick, the Chicago Bulls select John Tonji, a polished 6'5 scoring guard from Wisconsin that's known for his elite shooting and off-ball movement. After a strong season, where he averaged nearly 20 points and shot 91% from the free throw line, Tonji projects as an instant impact floor spacer. He excels in catch-and-shoot situations and thrives in motion-heavy offenses, making him an ideal fit alongside primary playmaker like Kobe White if he stays in Chicago. And while his defense and finishing at the rim need work, Tonji's shooting gravity and veteran poise give the Bulls a ready-made contributor with second-unit scoring potential. With the 46th pick, the Orlando Magic select Hunter Sallis, who is a crafty 6'5 guard who brings self-creation, efficient scoring, and defensive energy to the backcourt. Sallis excels as a slasher and pull-up shooter, using slick ball handling and elite body control to finish at the rim or stop on a dime for a mid-range jumper. He's also a smart cutter and selfless passer, adding versatility to Orlando's guard rotation with this pick. While his three-point shooting and strength need further development for sure, his strong two-way instincts and polished scoring touch give the Magic a dynamic backcourt piece with real upside in the second round. With the 47th pick, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rocco Zikarsky, a 7'3" Australian center with elite size, interior toughness, and rim protection. Zikarsky brings immediate value as a lob target, putback scorer, and traditional drop coverage big, something Milwaukee could use to develop behind Brook Lopez, especially if they lose him. His 7'5" wingspan brings a natural shot blocker and strong rebounder, while he's limited offensively outside of the paint and definitely lacks perimeter mobility. His physical tools, interior presence, and size give the Bucks a high upside project worth betting on late in the second round. With the 48th pick, the Memphis Grizzlies select Javon Small out of West Virginia, a gritty, explosive guard who brings shooting, energy, and toughness to a backcourt that needs depth behind an often injured Ja Morant. Small is a confident scorer who shot 42.5% on catch-and-shoot threes and finishes well at the rim despite being undersized. He's also an improving playmaker with the athleticism to spark transition offense and the motor to make plays defensively. And while his size limits his defensive upside and pull-up shooting remains a work in progress, his spark plug potential and competitive edge make him a strong value pick at this stage. With the 49th pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Ryan Nembhard from Gonzaga, a polished floor general who led the nation in assists and proved that at the NBA Combine he can run an offense at a high level. Nembhard is a smart, poised point guard with elite decision making and pick and roll mastery. His senior year saw big strides as a shooter as well, hitting over 44% from three on catch and shoot looks. While his 6-foot frame and limited athleticism raised questions about his long-term upside and defensive versatility, his basketball IQ, amazing passing vision, and improved scoring touch make him a strong candidate to contribute as a backup point guard. With the 50th pick, the New York Knicks select Vlad Goldman, a 7-footer from Russia who brings size, soft touch around the rim, and developing shooting potential. Goldman is a reliable interior scorer with polished post moves and the strength to finish through contact. As a senior, he showed flashes of a jumper, hitting 33% from three and improving at the free throw line as well, signs that his shooting could keep progressing. While his limited mobility and perimeter defense are concerns for teams, his physicality, effort, and scoring touch would give the Knicks a potential long-term rotation big with upside on the offensive end. With the 51st pick, the Los Angeles Clippers select Bryce Williams, a seasoned 24-year-old big wing known for his efficient scoring and shooting prowess. Williams excels as a three-level scorer, boasting a smooth pull-up game and strong finishing ability at the rim. He shot an impressive 39% on catch-and-shoot threes and demonstrated advanced shot creation skills, including effective dribble jumpers. The Clippers will be valuing his immediate offensive spark with this pick, especially his shooting touch, and his defense does remain a concern as he struggles against quicker wings, but his playmaking and shooting could help him become a more well-rounded pro contributor. With the 52nd pick, the Phoenix Suns select Eric Dixon, a tough physical 6'8" forward known for his scoring versatility and improved three-point shooting. Dixon led Villanova as their all-time top scorer and showed a reliable 41% shooting from deep as a super senior. He can attack closeouts with strength and finesse while also serving as a skilled screener. The Suns would likely value his ability to play multiple offensive roles and bring toughness, but his defensive versatility and athleticism are concerns as he lacks quickness and explosiveness, and his playmaking definitely needs refinement to handle the NBA speed, but could be a valuable pick at this point in the draft. With the 53rd pick, the Utah Jazz select Amari Williams, a 7-foot big man with a rare combination of size, playmaking, and defensive activity. Williams stands out as a high post facilitator with excellent passing instincts and the ability to initiate the offense, while finishing around the rim with a soft touch. Defensively, he's a reliable rim protector with good lateral quickness for his size and aggressive rebounding, and the Jazz would likely value his unique skill set and basketball IQ that he brings. His main concerns are needing a complete overhaul in his shooting mechanics and managing foul trouble due to being over aggressive on defense at times, but all in all, I think this would be a really good pick for the Jazz. With the 54th pick, the Indiana Pacers select R.J. Lewis Jr., a rugged wing known for his defensive versatility and relentless intensity on the offensive end. Lewis excels at attacking the paint, drawing fouls, and scoring in the post with both power and finesse. His awareness off the ball and rebounding knows add value on both ends as well. The Pacers would likely see a potential for Lewis to thrive within their system. However, he does come with inconsistent scoring, shaky shooting, and occasional poor decision making, as those are all things that will remain concerns, but I think the Indiana Pacers could get a reliable offensive contributor out of Lewis. With the 55th pick, the Los Angeles Lakers select Victor Locken out of Clemson, a versatile defender who can guard both the rim and perimeter, and showed mobility against shooting bigs as well. Locken's passing and court vision allow him to find open teammates, especially in high-low situations. He showed a promising shooting ability as well, knocking down 37.5% of his threes as a senior, and with a soft touch around the basket as well. The Lakers would like his defensive flexibility and potential shooting upside with this pick. With the 56th pick, the Memphis Grizzlies select Dink Pate, a wing with impressive size, length, and athleticism who shows flashes attacking closeouts and finishing acrobatically at the rim. The Grizzlies are likely taking a patient swing on his potential here, hoping his physical tools translate into a versatile defender. Pate's shooting, though, is a major concern, with an inconsistent form and poor percentages from 3 and the free throw line. Additionally, his half-court finishing lacks touch and efficiency, but his upside is something that the Memphis Grizzlies could look at, but he would be a developmental project rather than an immediate contributor. With the 57th pick, the Orlando Magic select Mark Sears out of Alabama, a clutch scoring guard known for his advanced shot creation and impressive shooting touch. Despite his small stature, Sears showcases a variety of ball handling moves like crossovers and step backs to create space and find open teammates, making him a valuable offensive weapon. Also, his leadership and defensive effort also stand out, showing toughness and intensity, and the Magic could value his production and poise, betting that he could thrive in a system with length around him. With the 58th pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Elijah Martin, a hyper-athletic, high-energy guard known for his toughness, defensive grit, and rebounding despite only being 6'2", and someone that helped lead the Florida Gators to a national title this past season. Martin's elite athleticism and physicality make him a disruptive defender who plays bigger than his size, traits the Cavaliers needed after the recent playoff loss. He does lack consistent shooting, but his energy and defensive impact could carve out a key role in Cleveland's rotation later on. With the 59th pick, the Houston Rockets select Izan Almanza, a versatile international big man known for his playmaking, rebounding, and high basketball IQ. Almanza excels as a facilitator in the post and mid-range scorer with crafty spin moves and a reliable floater. His strong screening and hustle makes him an effective roller and rebounder, adding valuable energy on both ends. While his shooting and free throw consistency remain a strong work in progress, his strength, athleticism could limit his defensive impact against bigger, quicker players as well. Almanza's versatile skill set fits well as the Rockets are continuing to develop their front court depth. Let me know your thoughts on our NBA mock draft in the comments, and stay tuned for more draft content and our final NBA big board before the 2025 NBA draft. Also, if you enjoyed the content, please drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.